tax and
Request
insurance
everyone to
clarity.
please take their
FinCEC
seats.
simplifies every decision. We partner with HR to conduct
Please settle
workshops,
down fast so that
understand
we can start the
challenges,
session.
and handhold employees with tailor-made solutions. From India's first
We are happy to invite the speaker of the session, Shri K.V. Pradeep Garu, renowned motivational speaker, film actor, producer and director. And thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion. And now I invite our Senior Vice President Garu to please accompany the guest onto the dais. And also request Mr. Sanjay, Chair of the committee, to please come onto the dais.
Trusted by giants like Indian Railways, RVNL, Etihad Rail, Singapore Metro, Aditya Birla, Reliance, and Adani.
Most of you must be knowing Pradeep Garu. There is no introduction required, but as a formality, I invite Mr. Raghav Reddy Garu, the member of the HR and IR committee, to introduce the speaker.
Subha Madhyanam after heavy lunch, I think. Okay. ద్విపాత్రాభినయం త్రిపాత్రాభినయం అన్నీ చూసింటాం మనం సినిమాలలో. ఇప్పుడు పంచపాత్ర అభినయానికి రోల్ మోడల్ మన కేవి ప్రదీప్ గారు. మేడం గారు దీంట్లో లేదు, అదైనా నేను ఓకే. శ్రీ కేవి ప్రదీప్, born in a traditional family in Hyderabad, started on stage as a child actor at the age of 5. Later auditioned as All India Radio artist. Now he is a A-grade actor in AIR. Later started his silver screen career as hero in hit films like Muddamandaram, Nalgu Stambalata, Rendu Jalla Sita, and continuing his acting life. His latest role in film F2 is the most trending one. Because this Nalgu Stambalata, Rendu Jalla Sita, మేము అవన్నీ కంటిన్యూగా చూసింటాము. మీ జనరేషన్ మేబీ జనరేషన్ షిఫ్ట్, సార్ కాంతారావు సార్ గారు చూసింటారు ఈ సినిమాలు, మేము చూసిండకపోవచ్చు. Pioneered television serial productions in Telugu. He is the first actor, producer and director of Telugu television industry. That's what I told. Panchapatra Abhimanayam means motivational speaker, trainer, actor, producer and director. And awards. It includes 14 Nandi Awards. 14 Nandi Awards. Please clap. Please. Saripod inka. All India Best Child Actor Award, Nataratna Award, Gemini TV Lifetime Achievement Award. Joined Junior Chamber International in the year 1984 in the LOM Secunderabad, Walker Town, and till date actively and emotionally attached to this great organization. Served as a LOM president in the year 1986. Now, our HR journey as a trainer. Graduated as Zone Trainer in 1985, advanced as JCI National Trainer in 1999, elevated as JCI Prime Graduate in 2000, and excelled as JCI Excel in the year 2002. Motivated over 15 lakh students. 15 lakh students. Piloted many workshops in performing arts and creative skill sets. Conceptualized 300 plus training modules. Imparted training to every learning organization in Telugu states, many corporates pan India. Authored 30 serials and 3 books in Telugu. One book he has presented me while I was in hetero as formulations corporate HR head. Thank you, Pradeep sir. You might have forgotten because many people knows Revanth Reddy, but Revanth Reddy knows some people only. Like that. He is a visiting faculty for many PSUs and educational institutions. A continuous learner and creative thinker, Mr. K.V. Pradap is known for his original idea production and humorous articulation. Carries 33 years of training experience and he is ready to learn from young minds. He is happily married to Madam Saraswati and blessed with very talented children, Niharika and Nitish. Sir, we are all waiting for you, Pradeep sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
I request Ravi Kumar Garu and Mr. Sanjay to please present plant to our speaker and welcome him. Sir, without losing any more time, we are handing over the dais to you.
Good afternoon.
So one second, the person who introduced him was so energetic, you know why? Because the person who's going to speak is beyond that.
Thank you so much for those words. Good afternoon. The best punishment to be given to anyone is to handle the session after the lunch. Nothing more than that. When Madam Sujata said you are going to handle the session after the lunch, I am sure I have been given here because of the challenge I accept. And this is one of the challenges, because to engage, like all of you know talent engagement in the offices, to engage this talent after the lunch is a big task. But even then I take it up as a challenge, and then I would like to do that. One point in the my introduction did not actually been included is that I also worked as General Manager HR for Satyam Computers from 2006 to 2010 in the capacity of General Manager, Global Head for Associate Relations. We used to call our employees our associates. So associate relations I used to handle, and then my subject was fun at work. The moment I used to walk in the corridor of any office in the globe, they used to see something is going to happen, and a smile used to come on the faces of all the associates. So I think you will also deserve a smile, and then I would like to take it with wit and humor, not just to making you to drowse and then feel heavy about the food what you have. I am ready. Are you all ready? Yes. Super. I understand you all carry huge experience in human resources and managing with people and then relationship management, everything. I also understand you have diversity here, men, women, elders, small, young, everyone. I want all of you to be in one homogeneous group, not heterogeneous group. I want all of you to be as LKG students. Why LKG? LKG students are highly captivated. They listen to the teacher, whatever they say, and then they accept anybody as the best friend, embrace the opportunities and fall down, rise up, and then still continue to do. Do you want to be LKG students? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Fantastic. When I say you are LKG students, I will become LKG teacher. I will walk into the classroom and say, good afternoon, kids. What would you say? Super. Shall I start the lesson? Very good. A for. You stole my heart. No, nobody has forgotten the basics. Wonderful. We will continue. A for. B for. C for. D for. E for elephant, F for fox, G for gun, H for an, I for ice cream. How long shall we continue to say the same thing? You don't like your wife or mother or somebody cooking the same Maggi and giving it to you every day. You don't like going to the same restaurant time and again. You don't like FABC conducting the same seminar in the same hotel. We want everything totally different. But still, we continue to say A for apple, B for ball, C for tea. A small change in your thinking perspective will bring a big change in your life perspective. How? You all said A for apple, apple as a fruit. Pandegada. How many of you cannot understand Telugu? Please raise my hand. Okay, only few hands. I take care of the minority. I am very good at that. Please understand that. So, apple means fruit. Pandu, erra pandu. Kada? Pandu, 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 erra pandu. Apple dani peru. Yes or no? Yes. But I am also saying A for apple, not as a fruit, but as a gadget. Then the equation is redefined. A for apple, B for Bluetooth, C for chat, D for download, E for email, F for Facebook, G for Gmail, H for HP, and I for Instagram. The same A can be attributed to an actor, and then we can continue to say for Amitabh Bachchan, B for Balakrishna, C for Chiranjeevi, D for Daggupati Rana. Same A can be attributed to a place, and then we can say A for Ankapalli, B for Bellampalli, C for Chintalpalli, D for Durlapalli. Even A for apple, apple as a fruit, we can redefine, retool and restructure and restate the statement in the way what we want. A for apple, B for bada apple, C for chota apple, D for dusra apple, E for everdi apple, free ga vachina apple, gamatten apple, amara apple, inda teesko apple, jivako apple, kattilanti apple, lovely apple, madhurvain apple, nee kosame apple, okay okka apple, pasandain apple, quality apple, ruchkaramain apple, sabse acha apple, tiyanain apple, urinche apple, very tasty apple, vareva apple, excellent apple, your doctor apple, jabardast jarkao apple. My dear friends, life is not a computer function which says control C and control V. Copy paste cheyadaniki jeevitam computer function kaadu. It need to be momentous. Every moment, this particular moment on this day at this hall should be a photo frame moment which is captured and kept as a memory for our lifetime. You need to be different. To be that, you need to know that you have the inner capacity to do so. You have two facets of your brain, left and the right one. A left brain is a transactional one. You are driving a bike or a car, your mind is somewhere else, but still you don't lose the balance and then you come back home safe. Your wife is cooking vanta and then she is looking at vantalakka, both happily gone. Nothing to happen. Somebody wakes up at night, 12 o'clock, and says, Pradeep sir, can you narrate 12 table? I will immediately say 12, 1, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, because I have been doing this. It keeps me in a comfort zone and allows me to do only those things which I have been used to do. This is your left side brain. Whereas your right side brain is transformational. The moment you say for apple, this questions. Why apple as a fruit? Is there anything else? గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, సూర్యుడు ఉదయిస్తే దాన్ని సూర్యోదయం అంటారు, చంద్రుడు ఉదయిస్తే దాన్ని చంద్రోదయం అంటారు, కానీ ఒక ప్రశ్న, వన్ క్వశ్చన్ ఉదయిస్తే దాన్ని జ్ఞానోదయం అంటాం. The power of progress is the pedal of questioning our own self. You need to question yourself. Am I doing the right way? Am I in sync with me? Most of us are in sync with us, SINK. But I want you to in sync with you, SYNC. Are you in sync with me? Am I in sync with me? Am I doing where I want, what I want to do, where I want to go? And that questions makes us to pedal our progress. You need to pedal your progress because stagnant waters gather masses. You cannot be like this. Most of us are confined to our original thinking, old age thinking, saying that the moment you see me, you have a preconceived notion and this fellow is good, this fellow is bad, this fellow is okay, he is my friend, he is not. But the more you start doing with that, then. So I've been given a very serious topic called stress management, but fortunately I have seen that HR innovation HR. Innovation is my key factor because when I worked with Satyam Computers for 4 years, there were close to 50,000 associates and the first question, I was never employed anywhere till I joined that. I was on my own as an actor, though I'm also a chartered accountant by education. I was on my own as an actor. Then immediately Mr. A.S. Murthy, the then head of HR of Satyam, wanted me to join them in the capacity of a senior leadership. Then I said, what is my role? What is the expectation? He said that to acquire a talent, what you call it as attrition is at its peak, to acquire a new talent and to entertain them, to teach them, learning a developer, and then place them to the happiness of the customer is taking a 6-month cycle. What in case if the talent does not leave my organization? Hold him here. That's your duty. So the first thing what I have done is that I started an initiative called Satyam Idol, like Indian Idol, 2006. All eyebrows raised, all HR policies, all HR manuals, all HR people with so many IIMs from here, there, started asking me, is it a college? What are you doing? Then I said, let me allow to do one time, then you will see. That one time has become a continuous process and has become a best practice and a benchmark of the industry. Infosys started Info Idol, TCS started TC Idol, and what not, everybody started following her. అందుకే తెలుగులో చెప్తా, నీ దారి కొత్త దారి అయితే రేపు అదే రహదారి అవుతుంది. Do something innovative so that people start following us and we will be the trendsetters, we will be the trailblazers, we will be the champions who can take it forward. Come out of the rat trap of thinking in the same way. Come out of that. That's a big, మన అన్నిటికంటే ఎలకల బోన్ అది, rat trap. You have been caught there with saying that I am most comfortable the way I want to be. It's okay. You know, I see many of the people who don't eat at all. It's okay. Why to take risk? If somebody has not taken risk, you would have not called as a Dhoni. Somebody has not taken risk, you would have not called as Rajamouli. Sometimes you go front and then want to hit. It's okay, it's zero. How does it make a difference? People with grit, people with determination, people with commitment will never fail in the life, come bounce back. అందుకే ఒక చోట నారాయణ రెడ్డి గారు చెప్తారు, కెరటం అంటే నాకు ఇష్టము పడినందుకు కాదు, పడినా తిరిగి లేచినందుకు. लहर रहता ना वो नीचे गिरता, लेकिन नीचे नहीं रहता, वो वापस उठ के ऊपर आता है. हम भी लहर के जैसा है, हम भी वापस उठ के आते हैं. Many people question you, many people say, अरे इसका काम हो गया, इन्हों ऐसा क्यों सोच रहे, is it a right way? This is not actually never been done in my company. Actually, we are not looking for this. Actually, what I mean to say, just push and then say, let's try something new. Moving on to my topic called stress management. Sujata garu meer maamulod kadandi. Fine, I'll try to do it. What is the definition of a stress? According to Seil, stress is defined as the pressure experienced by a person in response to life demands. Life demands, not just wife demands. We all respond to wife demands. I'm talking about life demands. Life demands. These, wife is the life, not part of life. Andake antega anadi. These demands are referred to be as stresses and include a range of life events, physical factors, etc. Whatever it is, when you have pressures, when your expectations are more, disappointments are more. If I expect somebody to stand outside and wait for a flag and then with a bouquet for me to receive, then even if they give a rose, I get disappointed. So, first, stress comes out of expectations. Stress occurs when the pressure upon us exceed our resources to cope up with these pressures. Everyone has got a limited resource, no? When that expectation exceeds, then that's what our physical lesson says. Force by area is equal to stress. Both are each other complemented or what you call confronted in that. In fact, the simple realization that you are in control of your life is the foundation of managing trust. Please remember this. I've been asked to learn the nuances of horse riding. Gurrav Swari నేర్చుకోమని 1981 in my first film, ముద్దమందారం సినిమా చేస్తున్నప్పుడు. Then I went to Chennai Race Club, at that time Madras Race Club. One Usman uncle was the trainer. He said, okay, I would like to teach you. Then he said, वो घोड़े को बताया, बोला है घोड़ा है. గుర్రాన్ని చూపించి గుర్రం అన్నాడు. क्या गधा है क्या? ఇప్పుడు మీరందరూ అనుకోవట్లే ఈడొచ్చి నాకు చెప్పేది ఏంటి అంటే నేను కూడా then he said there will be a thread for that. If you pull it on the left side, it goes on to the left side. If you pull it on the right side, it goes on to the right side. If you hold it tight, it halts, and then if you hold it further tight, it goes on to two legs. I said, all this I know. Then Mr. Usman uncle told me that I am going to share a secret which is not known to you, which you should know and share with the universe. And till now I have shared with 15 lakhs plus people. I would like to share it today also. Do I have the permission to share the secret told by Usman uncle here? Yes? What did Usman uncle said? घोड़ा किधर बोले उधर आपको नहीं जाना चाहिए, आपको किधर बोले उधर घोड़ा लेके जाना चाहिए. గుర్రం ఎక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్తే అక్కడ నువ్వు వెళ్ళకూడదు, నీకు ఎక్కడికి కావాలంటే గుర్రం అక్కడికి తీసుకెళ్ళాలన్నాడు. యువర్ లైఫ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో లైక్ దట్. హ్యావ్ ఎ కమాండ్ ఓవర్ దట్ అండ్ దెన్ స్టార్ట్ గ్యాలోపింగ్ ఆన్ టు ద హార్స్, అండ్ దెన్ ద హార్స్ విల్ టేక్ యూ టు యువర్ గోల్స్, యువర్ డెస్టినేషన్స్, యువర్ హ్యాపీనెస్, యువర్ ప్లెజర్స్, అండ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ ఆల్ ఇన్ ద లైఫ్. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ us are succumb to pleasures. Pressure. Everything is pressure. Oh my God, I have BP at 35, Telma 40. Not even 35. Telma 40. Or one tablet in the night, one tablet. I am into hot job. I am into HR, I have a lot of pressures. Who doesn't have pressure? You just tell me. Everyone has got. So managing stress. Stress management is all about taking charge of your own lifestyle. Nobody else. ఎవరో వస్తారని ఏదో చేస్తారని ఎదురు చూసి మోసపోకమా అంటాడు శ్రీశ్రీ. ఏమన్నా రజనీకాంత్ మీరు మీరు నడుస్తుంటే వెనకని కొట్టు తొడగొట్టు డ్యాముని పడగొట్టు నరసింహ అని పాటలు వస్తాయి రికార్డింగ్లో. You need to take a control on your own lifestyle, your own thing, what I want, where I want to be, what is my SWOT, what are my strengths, what are my competencies, what are my needs improvement, not weaknesses. Generally SWOT W is used as weakness. अरे दारू पी के सोता है वो weakness नहीं है भाई, मजबूरी है वो, weakness थोड़ी है दारू पीना. उसके प्लेस पे बैठे तो क्या भैया, उसके प्लेस में अपन सोचे तो मजबूरी हो सकता है. So needs improvement, what are my opportunities to grow? And then what are my threats in case I don't perform, I perish. Simple, in this growing competitive world, performance is the parameter. At the age of 64, you all seen Rajinikanth at 2.0 version, no? That film, this is Pradeep 64.0. Bounced back into life, last 4 years, not even a single day, I'm free for a minute also. Life invites you to do many things. We all remember only when, what you call, how many centuries Dhoni has scored or Virat Kohli has scored and Rahul Gandhi. I read in a book that Rahul Dravid has scored, has appeared for India in first class matches for more than 630 times. And then he has scored more than 30 only 100 times. Then why are you bothered about your failures? You have to want to take it up, stressed up and then say, oh my God, failure నాకే ఇలా అవుతుంది, అదేంటో తెలియదు, నేను చూసినప్పుడే ఇండియా క్రికెట్ మ్యాచ్ ఓడిపోతుంది, అదేంటో తెలియదు, నేను ఎక్కంగానే కారు టైర్ పంచర్ అయిపోతుంది, అదేంటో తెలియదు, నేను చూస్తున్నప్పుడే టీవీలో కరెంటు పోతుంది, అదేంటో తెలియదు, నేను చూడంగానే పక్కింటి అమ్మాయి పెళ్ళి అయిపోతుంది. Is that so? But we take it up. We take it to our heart and say, it happens only 1, 2, 3 for me. They say in psychology, there are stages. One event will happen. Somebody said, you idiot, you are sacked. Generally, we do that, no HR people. We are the bakaras to tell that. I know. Boss will be all right, you go and do that. We will go and say, sorry. So even you are sacked. Then immediately, me. Why me? Why not Kiran Bhai Dutt? My question is not that I have been sacked. Why not Kiran Bhai is not sacked? This is E2. Why? To me, నాకేనా ఈవిడేం చేసింది, వాడేం చేశాడు, నేనెందుకు E2. Actually, E3 is how you respond, not react. Okay, I'm sacked. What does better opportunities waiting for me? Every turning has a new opportunity there. Let's look at new opportunities, not just what has happened. It's happened. That's all. Nothing to worry about it. I'm afraid of overstepping my time, so I'll go. It's not stress that kills it, it is our reaction to it will kill it. So what is stress? It's the gap between our expectation and then reality. Stress of water can be converted as electricity. Similarly, your stress can be a good stress. Sunil Edma, just yeah. How many of you like your mom? Hello. మీ అమ్మని ఎంతమంది లైక్ చేస్తారు? హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ యూ లైక్ యువర్ మామ్? పుట్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్ టుగెదర్ అండ్ అప్రిషియేట్ అవర్ మామ్. అమ్మ ఎలా ఉన్నా, సన్నగా ఉన్నా, లావుగా ఉన్నా, వి ఆల్ లవ్ హర్ ఫర్ దట్. I used to play a game with my mom called Mukku fighting, nose fighting. I used to play her when I was a kid. Then I used to grow up, my mother used to play with me the same thing. She used to say, you're grown up, you have mustache and beard, why are you doing that? Then you are married, you have a son, why are you? But still used to pay. In one such occasion when I was having so close to my mother and then closed my eyes and then playing this, just opened my eyes, my mother looked ugly. She looked like Aadhaar card photo. Have you ever seen somebody smarter in Aadhaar card photo? Akkine Nagarjuna kuda adbhutanga asayanga unde ekeka sadhanam Aadhaar card photo. I was worried. నేను ప్రేమించే అమ్మ, నాకు ఇంత ఇష్టమైన అమ్మ, the mom, my best mom, why she is like? Then I went back. She is okay. From a distance, she looks as smart as she was ever before. Oh, మనకి ఇష్టమైన మదర్ अपन प्यार करने का माँ भी इतना दे पास से रखे तो अच्छा नहीं दिखेगी. ఇంత దగ్గరగా పెడితే అమ్మ కూడా బాగుండదు. కీప్ హర్ ఎట్ ఎ డిస్టెన్స్. అమ్మే అంత బాగుండకపోతే మనకి ఇష్టం లేని ప్రాబ్లమ్ని ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకుంటే వాట్ వుడ్ హ్యాపెన్? I have a problem. I have a solution. That solution name is called Zoom back. Zoom back. We'll see a presentation now. What is Zoom back? Can anyone guess what is this? Amoeba, starfish, Zoom back. It is a rooster. మేల్ hen. తొక్కలో కోడిపుంజు. If further zoom back it, the rooster is on the parapet wall and then two kids are watching. If you further zoom back it, the rooster is not my parapet wall, neighbor's parapet wall, and now two kids are watching, they are worried. అది గుడ్డు పెడితే ఇక్కడ పడుతుంది అక్కడ పడుతుంది. If I further zoom back, you see lot of pet animals there. If I further zoom back, you see a car, you see pet animals, and to your left side top, there is something which is a turning point. I would say 1, 2, 3, you should all say, zoom back to know about it. Are you all ready? 1, 2, 3. Zoom back, say zoom back. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, this is not real. All what you are thinking now, till now is real, is no. They are all toys. If I further zoom back, a girl is playing with the toys and then half written toys is visible. If I further zoom back, all this is not real. It is cover page of a book. If you further zoom back, the cover page, the book is in the hands of a boy and the boy is relaxing near the tank bund. If I further zoom back, that is not tank bund, that is dock of a ship, top of a ship, and there is a swimming pool and many other kids are also playing. If I further zoom back, you see the ship here. If I further zoom back, you see the ship in a longer shot, but something fishy onto your left side top. Again I will say 1, 2, 3. You need to say zoom back. 1, 2, 3. All this is not real. It is painting on a bus. If I further zoom back, you can see the bus in the crowded street. If I further zoom back, all this is not real. It is shown in a television. If I further zoom back, somebody is watching a television. If I further zoom back, this is not television. It is not real. It is postal stamp of a state called Arizona in the United States of America. You can see the postal stamp here. You don't believe, no? If I further zoom back, you can see the postal stamp on the postal cover. If I further zoom back, you see the addressee and the postman and the area over there. If you further zoom back, somebody is watching it or clicking a picture from the aerial view. If I further zoom back, that somebody is like this. If I further zoom back, he is sitting in an aircraft. If I further zoom back, that aircraft is like this. If I further zoom back, aircraft looks like this. If I further zoom back, Dharti Ma, Bhudevi, Earth Ma will look like this. If I further zoom back, Earth looks like this. If I further zoom back, Earth looks like this. If I further zoom back, Earth looks like this. My dear friends, 740 crores or 74 million, whatever you call it, population in India, అందులో ఏషియా ఎంత, వరల్డ్ అందులో ఏషియా ఎంత, అందులో ఇండియా ఎంత, అందులో హైదరాబాద్ ఎంత, అందులో బంజారా హిల్స్ రోడ్ నెంబర్ 4 ఎంత, అందులో రాడిసన్ బ్లూ ఎంత, అందులో కిరణ్మయ్య గారు ఎంత, ఆవిడ ప్రాబ్లం ఎంత. ఎవ్రీవన్ సేస్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ ప్రాబ్లమ్. ఓన్లీ సొల్యూషన్ విచ్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్, జూమ్ బ్యాక్. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ సొల్యూషన్? So all of you, I will teach you a mantra. This is not there in any social media. Swami Pradeeptananda is going to teach you that mantra. You want that mantra? Just say Om. All of you know, LKG kids. Om. Zoom back ay namaha. Problems dura ay namaha. Simple. You need to zoom back. We are all solution providers. We are not problem discussion speakers. Please understand that. 40% of the stress is not what we think about the past. Yesterday has gone. If how much I think about, will there be growth in my hair? No. It can't. It cannot. Sir, you are happy with me, I know. We are all sailing good. We are together. But we have one more boss, you know, sir. That Lalita Jewelers guy. Double everki urke around. So we need not worry. Always there is something else. I was sleeping on the lap of my granddaughter who is 5 years old. And then she was applying some powder to my head. I said, what are you doing? She said, Tata, I am doing makeup for you. I said, I have been habituated to do that. Then I said, Tata ki juttu ledu. Tata ko hair nahi hai. Baal nahi hai. Immediately she said, Vanaka undi, piche hai. Look at the positiveness. You should be happy with what you have at least. We are not happy with what we have. We are only worried about what we don't have. That is the stress creator. You should be happy with what you are. That's what I am saying. So, coming back to that, 40% of stress is what we think about past. 40% of stress is what we think about future. Repemoutundi. Will Sujata pay me after this or not? Why am I worried about that? We are all worried about things that are going to happen anyhow, but still we are worried about that. And 20% is left. Out of that 8% we are worried about వాడేమనుకుంటాడు, వీడేమనుకుంటాడు, ఉను క్యా సోచరా, ఇను క్యా సోచతా, అరే ఐసా करे तो कैसा, तो स्पीकर है ना, तो कैसा बात करे तो कैसा, हंसी करे तो कैसा, मजाक करे, what others think. And then other 8% stresses are, బిగ్ బాస్లో ఎవడు ఎలిమినేట్ అవుతాడు, నీకెందుకురా. In what way we are concerned? Then what you are left with, only genuine 4% stress. You have the capacity to hold that stress and then turn into channelized energy. Procrastination creates stress, dissatisfaction creates stress. That is the creation stress everybody will have with his own wife. Dissatisfaction. No? Always neighbor's wife looks pretty. Huh? Not for me, no. That is the reason my patent, I have the greatest thing in అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు నాకు పంపిస్తున్నాడు వాడు. అంతేగాని that's what I have a patent for that. I was browsing when I preparing this presentation in early morning 4 a.m. I was thinking what are the best quotations about HR professionals. HR, the unofficial psychologist, event planner, peacemaker, lawyer and teacher. Everything you are the one who are going to do it. Moving on, I am HR. To save this, let's just assume that I never go wrong. Honestly, no, you do something in the day. I am HR manager, not a miracle worker. Everything is thrown on you. Don't expect me to be sane. I work in HR. This you ask any employee of your company. They know that what is the reaction for this. Then, human resources, we solve problems you don't even know you had. We are the people actually who are trying to take care of the soft issues of the employees. Even they do not know what we are working for. A POB or whatever you say are going to do something else. Nothing surprises me because I work in HR. Nothing surprised. Even Ramalingaraju's resignation did not surprise me. I was working in HR at that time. Many perceptions. The moment somebody calls employee, they expect us to be like this. Hello, how are you? How was your day? With a smiling face as if I don't have problems in home or in my stomach. Then they expect us to listen to them. They expect us to be superman or superwoman to solve every problem of our associates or employees. But human resources, what others feel. What my friends think that I do, they kaalu rendu daachukoni happily I am relaxing in the office. And then what mom thinks, she is going office and leading and then everything is right, people are behind her. And what society thinks, you are all together, we are all playing and dancing. What my boss thinks, chupke paise de rahe, in logon ko HR ka kaam hi nahi hai kuch bhi, chupke paise de rahe, waste fellows in the is that support unit of HR. They all say that. And then what I think that I am pampering everyone, everybody will take me and then do that. But actually what I do, you are lost in the rules and the games and the piles of papers and the complaints and what you are doing. So please think the reality. Why stress to HR? Employee engagement is a stress. Employee supporting leadership, every time leadership expects more from us. Then recruiting great talent replacement, recruiting, retaining, and then retention, and then taking it forward is a big issue for us. Then employee wellness, you are a doctor for them, you are actor for them, you are everything for them, you need to take care. Learning and development, they don't learn, but still we want them to develop. This is the problem, no? Nobody refuses to learn, no? I know everything. I was taking a 2-day workshop for GMR IT college at Rajam. Then one of the HODs sends a mail to the principal, what should I learn from an actor? The same person gave a positive feedback after that. That is a different question. That's my competency, that is different anyhow. So diversity management, employee burnouts, appraisals, compensations, layoffs, bridging management, and then staff. All this causes. And in continuation, as a result, we forget that there is somebody waiting for you. Your family is waiting for you. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Balance, work-life balance is the key for even us as HR professionals. Work-life balance is the key. That's the reason I say balance is not something you find. It is something you create. It is in your hands. We have created an initiative when I was working in Satyam called FLY, Family, Life and You. All the three are important ingredients for success. Fly, you need to do that. Work-life balance is not an entitlement or benefit. Your company cannot give it to you. You have to create by yourself. You need to create by yourself, nobody else. My principle, again, it is nowhere, it is not available, any Google, any book, any ocean, any archive records. This is my formula, 60-30-10, formula of Swami Pradiptananda. You want to hear it? Hello? So 60-30-10, whatever time you have, 86,400 seconds per day, leave alone something for our sleeping and taking rest. Rest of the active, productive time, 60% of the time you should use for professional excellence. You are paid for it, you are expected, and you need to do it for your own self. But 30% of the time for your family and your own self. My son, do not expect an actor comes home. My son, do not expect a speaker comes home. He only say, Amma nannu cheda. Remember, you are what you are in your family. So you need to take care of your family. And what is the next 10%? 10% is the self-growth. You need to make it for your own self. Every day, as a HR professional, we need to upgrade ourselves, to upscale ourselves. On a daily basis, there should be some time left given for our own self-growth. You need to think about what you are doing and then doing everything. The key is not to prioritize what is on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. This saves a lot of time. This saves, that's what Stephen Covey says. It's not my quotation. Work-life balance reduces the stress, presence of mind, alternates gaming, do some co-curricular activities, take a break. Taking a break is not going to Ooty. You can go to Koti also if you don't mind. But take a proper break. You go to Ooty with your family and then take him, kya ho gaya office mein, emaindi wala, boss vachada, what happened, why, Koti is all right, Ooty hodu meeku. Take a proper break. If you are taking a break, take a proper break. Let your family feel that 2 days in a year are the best time for me to spend with my family. Take a proper break and then join the 5 a.m. club. I know it is very difficult for those 30, 60, 90 guys, but still, you know what is 30, 60, 90, no? Mama, ek pagila. So 30, 60, 90 guys is difficult, but still join that 5 a.m. club. So that you have more. That's what I say. I woke up morning at 3:30 only to make this presentation. And fresh ideas, fresh mind, you can do whatever you want to do. Then whenever dress code of Mark Zuckerberg, don't worry about how you look. One jeans pant and a white shirt makes you a multimillionaire. And stand in front of mirror and say, Pradeep, at 64 still you are rocking. నువ్వు అనపోతే ఎవడంటాడు నేను మనం అనుకోవాలి కదా, సుభాష్ కమాన్ సూపర్ హీరో ప్రదీప్ అని అనుకోవాల్సిందే మనం. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇస్ అ లీవ్ ఫర్ యూ, యూ షుడ్ బీ ఇన్ ద ప్రయారిటీ. These are all just tips what I thought. I'm running short of time. So macro organizational stresses, administrative policies. Each organization has an administrative policy. You just frog from one place to other place and then the entire policies change, entire your structures change. The moment Tech Mahindra took over Satyam, till such time we were like lions in the forest and suddenly we have become lions in the circus. Lot of cages were around and a hunter of some CEO comes, hey, you have to do that. Then we will say only for a flesh piece, you need to do whatever you want to do. So administrative policies, organizational structure, organizational policies, working conditions change. You need to adjust with them. They are stresses for us. Lack of group cohesiveness. Everyone talks so many things and then do different things. There is no group. Interpersonal relationship. This is the key. All of us have moved from joint families to nuclear families now. You go and ask your child who is 6th class or 5th class, what is your family? Myself, my mother, my brother and myself. 4 people. How about your grandfather? Extended family. How about your uncle? Extended family. How about your mama? Extended family. This is what we are teaching, no? We have become, see, Yadha Raja Tada Praja. What you want, it is happening to you. This is what we teach. And then ultimately what is happening? Now we are moving to isolation. Social media, no? Everybody, ప్రతి వాడికి ఒక ఫోన్ ఉంది, ఒక ట్యాబ్ ఉంది కదా. ప్లీజ్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ టు జస్ట్ ఇట్లా ఒకసారి వేలు ఇట్లా పెట్టు. ఆల్ జస్ట్ ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ టు డూ దట్. ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్. అరిపోలా వేలు వాట్సాప్లు తోసి 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 గిసడిగానా ఉంగ్లీ అప్కా व्हाट्सएप देख के देख के देख के देख के, अरे बाजू में से बीबी को देखो ना एक बार, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. I met a girl incidentally, and she's upcoming anchor. She said, "Sir, I got married." I said, "Congratulations. Where do you stay?" I have taken a 3-bedroom apartment at Gachipoli. I said, "Great. Your parents are staying, or in-laws are staying with you?" "No, sir. Only my wife, my husband, and myself. Only my spouse and me. Both of us are staying." Then I said, "Why 3 bedrooms? 1 bedroom for him, 1 bedroom for me, and 1 bedroom for both of us." This is what is happening in the society today. I read in a WhatsApp a small story. Earlier it used to be a culture of calling Subbarao uncle, Sundari auntie, Prahlad uncle, Padma auntie. That was a culture to call the neighborhood. Now apartment culture, 501 uncle, 202 auntie, 303, 404 uncle. It has all started like this now. It has so happened that 501 uncle checking his WhatsApp, lost everywhere in a lift. He moved to his 5th floor, and then by mistake, instead of 501, he entered 502. The auntie in the 502 while checking his WhatsApp said, "Arey kona aega mogude ostadu kada." No, listen. She went to make a coffee. Actual 502 uncle checking his own floor, coming to actual 5th floor and moving to actual 502 flat. He has seen somebody over there. He said, "This is not my house," and he went into 501. This is what is happening. Come out of your screen. Come out of your screen. You see happiness outside the screen. The recent request, what all of us are making is that 1 hour a day, pursue your hobby other than screen. 1 hour a day, just 1 hour a day. Pursue your hobby other than screen. So, interpersonal relationship, lack of social support, lack of group level dynamics, then positivity is not there, no? Yesterday I have been to a cinema and then half the theater was empty. When you had been to a cinema, half the theater was empty, the other half should be full, no? No. And then everything is negative. What? Why only? I went to a hotel with a friend of mine. Both of us have gone for a breakfast. I ordered for a plate of idli. My friend ordered for a plate of vada. While I was eating idli, I just looked at it. He's not eating vada. He's looking at it with a passion, with a lot of problematic face. I said, "What has happened, Bharadwaj?" "Sir, Ranyayam, sir." "What has happened?" "Galti hai, sir." "What has happened?" "Lootray, sir." "Tell me what has happened." "Look at the whole of the vada, sir, with that, atta, that hotelier is making lot of money." అరే వడలో చిల్లు పెట్టేది వడ ఉడకడానికి పిచ్చి సన్నాసి, దానికి కూడా నువ్వు కూల్చేస్తున్నావు. దెన్ స్వామి ప్రదీప్ అన్నర్ థాట్ హీ విల్ హ్యావ్ హిజ్ ఓన్ కొటేషన్. షుడ్ ఐ నరేట్ మై కొటేషన్? యా. డోంట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ది హోల్ ఆఫ్ ది వడ. డోంట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ది HOLE, హోల్ ఆఫ్ ది వడ. లుక్ వడ యాజ్ ఎ హోల్, WHOLE. యూ స్టార్ట్ ఎంజాయింగ్ లైఫ్. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you have. Each one of us is born with a competency. Let's focus on what we are good at. Somebody is very good at talent acquisition. Somebody is very good talent retention. Somebody is very good at talent engagement. All of us are we have some core competency. Let's focus on why we are hide. What is the specialty of us? So positiveness is important. Then your innovation, like I was talking, is important. Mark Twain says, what is creativity? Mark Twain says that creativity is not something you need to create. It already exists. Undakada. All that you have to do is redesign everything and then put it in place. He says that look at a kaleidoscope. Already 3 mirrors are there and few glass pieces are there. Every time you turn, a new design is formed. Kabatti employees ku manam ichedi manam కొత్తగా కల్లా చిన్నగా మార్చి ట్రై టు గివ్ న్యూ థింగ్స్ సో దట్ దే స్టార్ట్ ఎంజాయింగ్ లైఫ్. దట్స్ వాట్ దే సే యాజ్ క్రియేటివిటీ. డూ యూ నో రాజమౌళి హెస్ క్రియేటెడ్ 2 films with the same story. Can you guess what are they? Bahubali 1 and 2 is very pathetic answer. It is not so. Bahubali is 1, agreed. What is the other film? Chhatrapati. Same story. Stepmother, stepson, own son. Triangle love story. When he can create 2 greater films with 1-line story, why can't we do greater things with the same thing what we have been doing in a new format? That's what is creativity. That's what is innovation. What is creativity? Mr. K.V. Sridhar, my elder brother, who is a renowned advertising guy, he says that creativity is connecting 2 unconnected items. You close and open a book, you find a word called friend. You close and you open a book, you find a word called enemy. 90% of the things that are irrelevant. What is friend, what is enemy? I have nothing to do with that. But 1% of the people say, how do I connect? With 1 line. If your attitude is right, your enemy will become friend. If your attitude is wrong, your friend will become enemy. లుక్ అట్ యువర్ ఓన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. ఎక్కడో పుట్టిన కొమరం భీము, ఎక్కడో పుట్టిన అల్లూరి సీతారామరాజు, ఇద్దరు ఒకేసారి పుట్టుంటే అనే వన్ లైన్ హ్యాస్ బాట్ 900 crores of business and 2 Oscar awards for Rajamouli for RRR film. Yes or no? Connect to unconnected items so that the innovation comes. Don't look at a regular town hall meeting. You are being invited here, 5 p.m. So you welcome address, 5:10, chairman speaks, 5:20, samosa eats. Who will come? Let your circular be something creative so that people drag around and comes. Just look, are something in it for me? కోట శ్రీనివాసరావు అడుగుతాడు కదా, నాకేంటి అని అడుగుతాడు కదా అహన పెళ్ళంటలో. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ఇట్ ఫర్ మీ? యువర్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్, ఓకే యువర్ హెచ్ఆర్, యువర్ గుడ్ పాలసీస్, గుడ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ఇట్ ఫర్? నాకేంట్రా చెప్పరా ఏదో అంటున్నాడు. యూ నీడ్ టు ఆన్సర్ యువర్ ఎండ్ కస్టమర్. You need to answer your end customer. Only that your creativity says. State hardness. 3 traits will do. First is commitment, having purpose to life, then control on yourself, and then taking problem as a challenge. How to come here in a working day is a problem. Anyhow, I have to come is a challenge. Problems are discussed, challenges are met. Let me share my own example with the lot of encouragement of the management. I was been rolling out initiatives at Satyam Computer, one after the other. One such initiative I planned, and then is Satyam Walk, Satyam Run. From Gymkhana ground to still our office in Begumpet, they will all come. 10,000 employees are expected to participate. 10,000 t-shirts ordered, 10,000 breakfasts ordered, the commissioner of police invited, and then DJ, everything organized. On a Thursday evening, Saturday morning was the run. I have seen that only 1,835 registrations are done because it was a long weekend. I totally was perturbed, disturbed. At night 12:30, I thought, there will be many associates on the bench. So I wrote who is the head of a bench, co-RCC we used to call, Mr. Ravindra Panvesita. I wrote a mail at night 12:30 saying, sir, there are 10,000 employees reporting to you on bench. Why can't they report to me for a day for this Satyam run? He immediately wrote back in the early morning, said, thank you, Pradeep Garu, we have done the arrangement, so and so is in charge person who take it forward. And then he writes, I have approved this not because a HR guy asked, I have approved this because somebody is thinking about the ordination at night 12:30. Continue to be 24/7 guy. That's what he put it. We need to have 24/7 mindset to serve an ordination. It is not just one time, 2 time. So challenges are met. Then pressure, adaptation, growth or stress. Last over 16 runs to be scored. It is a good stress, no? I need to complete this assignment within next 10 minutes. It is a good stress, no? I need to write this book by weekend. It's a good stress, no? Stress is good and bad. Whether you can use it for growth or you can use it for stress. So stress are good stress, bad stress, under stress, we do. So these are the symptoms which all of you know and your doctor will take care. I did not worry about that. So anxiety, anger, and then attitude. The third is the answer, take up attitude. What is attitude? Attitude is a showcase of a showroom called you. నువ్వు అనబడే ఒక షోరూమ్కి నీ యాటిట్యూడ్ షోకేస్ లాంటిది. పీపుల్ లైక్ అండ్ దెన్ వాక్ ఇన్, పీపుల్ డోంట్ లైక్, దే డోంట్ వాక్ ఇన్. 105 brothers, Kauravas and Pandavas. Why only Arjuna could hit at the target? Because he felt I can do it. The belief in self was much stronger than the belief in other things. You need to believe in self. That should be the righteous attitude what you do. Types of stress, again I'm going A or B. A stress is that good stress, more intense driven, impatient, bad, many things at a time, health problems, everything. Whereas B types of stress, relaxed, one at a time. One at a time applies for even life partner, please. Knows himself. Breathe, how to cope up, spend time with kids, meditation, fun at work, all this is Google material. You know I'm not doing much of the activity because I am running short of time. Already Sujata Garu has seen watch for 3 times. Most of the people said that sleeping is the stress buster. They say 8 hours sleep you should have, 4 hours, 6 hours sleep. I sleep only for 4 hours. But you roll on the bed for 8 hours, I deeply sleep for 4 hours. Please take this course. You need to have a deep sleep for 4 hours, that is enough. Then pursuing your own interests, no? 1 hour a day, 1 week, 1 day, go and play your shuttle, go and do some antakshari, do whatever your heart says, no? You are thinking that నేను లేకపోతే ఈ ప్రపంచం లేదు, మహినయ్యతో దునియా నయ్యే, నేను ఇంపార్టెంట్, నేనే తొక్క, నువ్వు 10 రోజులు సెలవు పెట్టి కూడా చేస్తాడు. You are living in a myth. You are living in a myth. If I say no, Sujata garu would have called another speaker. If 1 hour slot itla kali ollevada, no speaker available anandevara. Pradeep sir has not come. 3 to 4, no talk. Somebody will come. Please, no Sri Krishna Bhagavanu kaadu. Kishan Bhagavan nayetu. You are Arjuna. Take from your boss every day Gita Upadesha and work. Time management gives us direction. Identify your prime time. Every day we will have 1 hour of prime time, 1.5 hour of prime time, where our brain works for the best. You use that for your planning dimension. That prime time for Dr. Sri N.T. Ramarao, earlier Chief Minister, former Chief Minister, was morning 4 to 6. LV sir will know that. He used to call everybody from morning 4 to 6. Then the prime time for somebody like Chandra Bose is afternoon 12 to 6. He writes most of the time that. Sirivenala Sitaram Sastry used to write from night 12 to morning 6. My prime time is 11 to 2 in the night generally, until my body is saved. So at that time, no phone calls, nobody will disturb and you can do our. Identify the best time where you can apply that planning dimension, the thinking dimension, then that will be the best. 80% of the results are derived from 20% of our tasks. Please identify, that is called Pareto's principle. And then please identify what are the most prioritized tasks for you, which will take your things. Urgent versus important. Direction saves of time, have a proper screenplay in place. What is a screenplay? Screenplay is a story creatively narrated by us. Why did Kattappa kill Bahubali? All of us have waited for 1 year. Yes or no? Kattappa ఎందుకు చంపాడు. But మనకు తెలియదా కదా, రాజమౌళికి తెలుసు కదా. Let your screenplay, story be known to you, not to the others, but let others get surprised, because 99 people will clap in the auditorium, in the stadium. Only Virat Kohli scores hundreds. Let us score centuries. Let people around clap for us and then appreciate. We should be in the light. So your goal setting helps us. Make a to-do list, have white spaces, never give continuous one after the other, and then mananam exercises. You just sit in the 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day. What I do, what did happen from morning 7 to night 10 o'clock in the daily. So I have gone to this, I have accepted this, I spoke like this, this is what is pending, this is what totally, once you start recapping, that goes into the brain and then that helps us work up faster and immediately. Multitasking, thinking, doing. So like I said, the stage is set. That was my Satyam t-shirt. I was just 46-year-old, 18 years back. I was so smart at that time. Please, all the girls, clap for me. Not now, at that time. So I was smarter, more not in appearance, in my actions. People used to appreciate me. So Satyam Idol was one initiative I done. Another initiative what I have rolled out is You Speak. On the one side, entire management of the organization will sit. On the other side, every employee can sit and they can ask anything. Whatever, my promotion, my bathroom is not well, whatever is that, they used to call, and the Ramalingaraju garu used to sit on this side and make a note of it, and all whereas. We said You Speak, then Fly, Family, Life and You, Satyam Run, Satyam Super Kid. For the kids of the employees, we did the Satyam Super Kid, not Skid. Film making workshops, Spirit of Satyam, so many things I have rolled out. Procrastination is the foundation of all disasters. Please do not procrastinate anything. Please do it immediately. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, then suddenly you are doing the impossible. But do something. Do something. ఎంత పెద్ద ప్రయాణమైనా ఒక అడుగుతో మొదలవుతుంది, ఎంత పెద్ద ప్రవాహమైనా ఒక చినుకుతో మొదలవుతుంది, ఎంత పెద్ద జ్వాలైనా ఒక నిప్పురవ్వతో మొదలవుతుంది, ఎంత పెద్ద కావ్యమైనా ఒక అక్షరంతో మొదలవుతుంది, ఎంత పెద్ద కచేరీ అయినా ఒక స్వరంతో మొదలవుతుంది, ఎంత పెద్ద ఆశయమైనా ఒక ఆచరణతో మొదలవుతుంది. స్టార్ట్ ఇనిషియేటింగ్ యాక్షన్స్. That is more important, not to think that. Ordinary people think merely of spending time. Great people think of using it, investing the time for the future. Stress the stress and start enjoying. Your time starts now. This year I am celebrating 50 years of my public speaking. From 8th standard to now I am celebrating. Thank you very much, Papsi. I don't know the new, I should call it the Federation of Telangana Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Thank you very much for Sujata ma'am for inviting me. I think I have taken 1 hour time. None of you have looked at your phones or yawned or leaned. So I am a successful speaker. Thanks a lot for me. sincerely honor me with a shawl. That's what I'm expecting now. What is there to do that? Other than that. అంతే కదా సార్, ఏముంది ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా అంతా అయిపోయింది కదా. వాళ్ళు వస్తారు ఇప్పుడు షాల్వా కప్పుతారు, మనం థ్యాంక్ యూ అనాలి, అంతే కదా. వీ కెన్ డూ దట్, దట్స్ నాట్ ఏ ప్రాబ్లం. నన్ను మైక్లోనే చెప్తున్నా కదా సార్ నేను. థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎనీ వన్ వుడ్ సే ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ 1 or 2 minutes? దట్స్ ఫైన్. అదర్వైజ్ నెక్స్ట్ స్పీకర్, యా ప్లీజ్.
Hi, sir. My name is Shriyata, and I'm a big fan. I just wanted to ask you how do you deal with conflict resolution? Conflict resolution.
When you empathize with both the parties, you have a solution to resolve the conflicts. Most of the time, we go pre-decided to resolve a conflict. You are a representative of a management, so the workers are against us. You are a representative of a worker, so that the management is. When you empathize with both the parties, then the conflict will be resolved. Anyhow, the thing which I have visualized will happen now. This formality can be later also. You can call the next speaker.
Setting the stage for the awards function.
Your father has a pain which he's complaining about, so there is a medical issue at hand. Then one of your children has got a bad score at school. You have received a legal notice from your office, from your native town about your family's land holding, and the market has just tanked, and you have not done anything about managing your finances. So an average adult is also like an air traffic controller. So they're managing these multiple issues, trying to get the best, do the best, with all these issues on hand. So Harvard University talks about executive function skills, or EFS, as a very important set of skills. You can look it up on your phones. EFS are a very important set of skills which are formed when you are a child, and they start developing. There's a stop around adolescence, and it starts once again when you are a young adult, in your 18, 19 years old. So having introduced the subject of executive function skills, I just wanted to promote something that I am doing. I have a set of 12 courses that I conduct. It's called Transition to Industry, or also Kaushalyan. I conduct it for people who are at least middle schoolers or high schoolers. And the topics which I cover under Transition to Industry, which is based on executive function skills, is ethics and values, time management, project management, relationship management, money management, health management, economics, entrepreneurship, strategy, and last but not the least, continuous improvement. So we introduce young people who enter, like graduate engineer trainees or degree holders who enter their get into their first jobs. We introduce all the concepts that employers look for without training them too much. So I've been a proponent of people using their 3 or 4 years of college to learn executive function skills so that they can hit the ground running when they join their first employer. So thank you.
From Tata Capital Wealth, and apart from whatever has been already discussed, I would like to throw some light upon what we do and what value we can bring to all of you. And it's all about managing your personal wealth, managing finances, and bringing in a higher return as compared to the market average return. So at Tata Capital Wealth, we have our research team, our investment product specialists, and our entire product suite to help our clients manage their finances in a much better way. and driving a better return as compared to the market average. So we have various products like mutual funds, PMS, alternative investments, unlisted shares, market-linked debentures, real estate planning, and many, many others. Tata Capital is a leading NBFC, upper layer NBFC with a book value of with a very big book value and a massive presence across India. We are a soon-to-be listed company with an IPO of more than 15,000 crores. And I'll be more than happy to assist all of you with your financial wellness needs and bringing in a better return and also diversifying your investments to hedge the risk while increasing the financial return for your hard-earned money. So we are into a business of wealth management, money management for our clients, and we cater in a tripod model. So we have our investment product specialist, the regional head, and myself or any other relationship manager or a senior relationship manager from my team who will assist you. So it's a tripod model, and you'll be guided through all your investment journey. Also in terms of real estate planning, real estate referrals, we have our tie-ups with Godrej, Madison, Prestige, and Brigade. We do educational loans and other kind of loan facilities as well. And representing the wealth department, I'll be very happy to assist any one of you to come to us. We are from the Banjara Hills Road number 3 office, and my name is Niket Modi. I am a relationship manager there. And our focus is basically to build wealth and cater to our financial needs of our clients without disturbing much of their existing liabilities, and intensive planning as to how they can make use of their disposable income in a much more better return focused way. So thank you all for your attention.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Are you all excited to see the results of FTCCI HR Awards 24? Yes. So I am Neetu Bhatt. I am the Chief Operating Officer from Commando Kennels in Kompally. We are based in Hyderabad. And as pioneers in the industry of canine security and services, we stay leaders in this area. And today I'm here for a very special reason. I would like to first thank Ms. Sujata for giving this opportunity in this time that we are filling up to present myself before you. At the onset, first and foremost, I would like to thank all our honorable speakers who have been here and enlightened all of us on such beautiful issues, and in a very, very nice and entertaining way as well, I would say. So I would like to convey heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Mohan Reddy, and to the other speakers, Mr. Kiran Voleti, Dr. Kanta Rao, and Mr. K.V. Pradeep. And as I have been also a participant and a nominated for FTCCI HR Awards, I like to take this honor to convey a huge thanks on behalf of all those who must have applied for these awards. And I would like to honestly thank FTCCI for the HR Excellence Awards, and to give an opportunity to so many upcoming and established businesses to present themselves and show what all the organizations are doing towards leadership building, towards the learning and development of their human resources. It provided us, our organization, Commando Kennels, Commando Kennels and Industrial Security Services. We are in the business of securing our country, India, and also a few other countries outside India, from drug abuse and narcotics detection, bomb detection, earthquake rescue operations. So we have also trained various police of different countries like Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Italy, Switzerland, to name a few. So we sincerely appreciate FTCCI for creating a credible platform that recognizes organizations committed to continuous learning, innovation, and people development. A special note of appreciation to the esteemed jury for their thorough and insightful evaluation, which added a great deal of experience and great value to the experience as well. So thank you so much to the entire jury and FTCCI for organizing this event and for giving so many organizations this platform to participate. Thank you so much.
Here to present our new launched cars. One is Swift Desire and the other one is Grand Vitara, total electric. We have a display outside, and after the session finish, you can please visit and explore the cars. We have our best deals and exclusive for employees here. So thank you so much.
A very good afternoon, and we are happy to announce the HR Awards ceremony now. And before we start this program, I congratulate all the award winners on behalf of FTCCI. And we invite our chief guest, Shri Gaddam Vamsi Krishna Garu, Joint Managing Director of Visakha Industries and Member of Parliament from Peddapalli constituency, to please come onto the stage, sir, accompanied by our President, Shri Suresh Kumar Singhal Garu. And I also invite today's guest of honor, Shri L.V. Subramanian Garu, IAS retired, former Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh. And I request our Senior Vice President and the Chair of the committee, Shri Meela Sanjay Garu, to please accompany him. I also invite Mr. Kalyan Raduva, founder and Serve HR Solutions Private Limited, to please come onto the dais. So Pradeep Garu, KV Pradeep Garu, to please come out to the dais, sir. And now I request our Senior Vice President Shri R. Ravikumar Garu to say a few words about the HR Awards.
Since morning I've been wishing. So good morning ho gaya, good afternoon ho gaya now. Late afternoon. Okay. This HR award thing, Sujata Garu has asked me to share a little bit about it. Before that, I'm grateful that Vamshi Garu, our Member of Parliament, has agreed to grace this occasion. And my well-wisher, Mr. L.V. Subramanian Garu, also agreed, the IAS officer who was the Chief Secretary. This thing in FTCCI, we have this Excellence Awards which has been going on since last 40 years, which is a flagship event which we do. About 6 years back, the HR team is sitting here, the entire team, since morning you have been seeing them, under whom I get directions, as well as Sanjay, who was there, Meela Sanjay also. We felt that we should start HR awards separately because the need of the hour was 20 years back or 15 years back, companies never recognized HR professionals and they did not give so much of importance to it, and all the HR professionals also were most of the time agreeing to what the MD or the owner of the company used to speak. But days have come where even if it's a startup or a big company, from day one, if you don't give importance to HR, the company cannot sustain because things have changed. So in that context, we started this HR Conclave and HR Awards in FTCCI, and this is the 6th consecutive year where this has really picked up and people have started recognizing. And to this, I also thank my colleague Kalyan, even though he works for Serve HR and his company, is part of FTCCI, who has been playing a major role in last 6 years in formulating the questions and things like that. And we have been doing. So we thank all the participants for the nominations to various awards, and it is overwhelming to see their enthusiasm and dynamism in making their HR departments a vibrant one. I congratulate all the winners and the nominees in all categories of the award. I would like to inform you that certain categories, like the competition, where the competition is so tough that it is just 0.25 is the variation. And last year, for your information, it was almost 2 or 1.5. So the competition is becoming tougher and tougher, and the jury who is sitting here had tough time in selecting. And then I assure you, it's unbiased. And the names, generally the names are not relieved. We mask the names and give the content to the jury so that they just pick up. My appeal from this platform is that I see a lot of enthusiasm in HR professionals, but the same can't be told for employees or organizations for which we had the conclave since morning. So need has come where the enthusiasm which an HR department or HR people have should percolate down so that some of you remember I made a statement in the morning in front of Dr. Mohan Reddy Garu, the human touch factor. See, I give a lot of importance. Today, if any organization is surviving irrespective of the software or the developments or the growth you have, unless and until the top management doesn't have that human touch, the empathy, it's very difficult for the organization to grow. So as HR professionals, I think we need to ensure that that continues forever, because all of us have experience. Last but not the least, I just want to share something. Each one would have worked under half a dozen managers. But there was one boss where you would have gone and told him, "Sir, for your sake, I'll do anything." Yes or no? Why? Because that human touch was there. And there would have been one more boss where you would have used all your creativity and to see that how I should not do this to pull him down. Yes or no? The human factor was missing there. Human touch was missing there. So that human touch is something which we can't leave in spite of artificial intelligence or something. And thank you all once again. And welcome to the award ceremony. Thank you.
So since our chief guest has a very pressing appointment, he might be having less time, so we will be quickly moving on. And I now invite our guest of honor, Sri L.V. Subramanian Garu, to please say a few words, sir.
The chief guest to the awards function, Mr. Vamsi, young MP, other distinguished guests on the dais and friends. I'm extremely happy to be here today to say a few words on this occasion. And of course, my good friend Ravi had set the tone by talking about the human touch. I'm sure, at least in this part of the world, we all believe in how magic is performed when the management has the right quantum of empathy in reaching up to the employees. We have seen how, through ages, from Industrial Revolution, how labor relations have undergone change, how scientific management principles have come, how they have gone into different kind of a context. And then again, at this point of time when I'm speaking to you, all of us are really worried how far this human discovery or invention of artificial intelligence is going to take us. Every day you find in the newspapers, without exception, apart from politics, the other compulsory item in the newspapers these days is artificial intelligence. How much of change is going to happen, which sector is going to be impacted by it, and how are the consequences going to be, and how should each sector cope with artificial intelligence. So this conclave has come at a very opportune time of how management should not be tempted to look at artificial intelligence as a tool to even do what they normally do as motivation and supervision. Because the human ambition is something which is growing by leaps and bounds. Gone are the days when employees were settling down for good management principles and were not giving priority to income. I recall 30 years ago, whatever, even the best of people in the market used to always talk about service, and they used to always get into civil services because that was giving a great chance. But today it's becoming a real problem to attract the most qualified people in the market to get into civil services, because civil services cannot offer that kind of a pay packet. Even for that matter, public office. Advocates who are doing extremely well, practicing on their own, would get 1/20th of that as their salary if they're all elevated to the bench. So in every sector today, we find there is a crisis because money is undoubtedly becoming a bigger attraction. Ambitions for recognition are also outstripping all the other requirements. So how do an ordinary middle, kind of a middle income group employees, what kind of principles should they look for in their management, and how should management inspire them? As it is, we know that unless some risk-taking ability is there, none of these industrial enterprises which you represent would have come about. As they say, a harbor is a very safe place for the ship to be staying. But the ship is not made only to be in still waters. The ship has to go into the risky seas and experience the turbulence of the sea waters. So when industry is being set up, when investment is being made, the huge amount of uncertainty which every entrepreneur is facing is getting further complicated because the expectations of the employees are also outstripping the ability of these industries to satisfy them. This is something which is happening across the board. Therefore, we find a very high rate of attrition which is affecting some of the more successful companies also. So how do we tackle that? We may have Pradeep to come and give us motivation lectures. I'm sure it would be very, very interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to him. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, most of us are settling down to this kind of a demand that how do we improve our income, how do we improve our asset size and things like that. It is in this context that the personal care of the top management that really impacts on the performance of the employees as well as the bond of relationship which can build between them and an ordinary employee. We have got umpteen examples of how from ancient India we have seen how this particular part of the country or the globe rather, how we have cared for human relations. Just to put it in perspective, I would like to take the example of Sri Ramayana. It's a very most ancient text that we have, and today it has been proved through several kind of examinations that there is no other literature in the world which is more ancient than Sri Ramayana. Now if you look at the character of Lord Rama, don't ever look at Lord Rama as a god from the first page when you open Sri Ramayana, because Lord Rama himself has always declared that he is not God. If I don't know how many of you have read it carefully, in Valmiki Ramayana, towards the end, when Yamadharma Raja visits Lord Rama, just to tell him that look, your mission is completed and you are expected to go back to Vaikuntham. And then he says, you are Mahavishnu, you have come here and you have done all this. Even in that scene, Valmiki writes that Lord Rama told him that no, I'm not Mahavishnu. I am son of Dasaratha and I have come here to rule this Ayodhya, from Ayodhya, this kingdom. So I'm only trying to tell you that Lord Rama always acquitted himself as a human being, as an ideal human being. And if you see the different characters that come in that beautiful epic of Sri Ramayana, he takes help from everyone who comes across his way. He takes their advice. He takes important inputs from each one of them, especially after he lost Ma Sita, the way he converses with everybody and he tries to pick up inputs from them in preparing his plan for his ultimate battle with Ravana. You are amazed because he has nowhere said, I knew this before. Every point he is absorbing whatever is coming. So some of the management gurus who are of the rightist slant, they keep pointing out this as a great example of how the contemporary chief executive needs to work in an organization in such a flawless, a fearless and an open fashion that he is able to mingle with everybody, take inputs from each one of them, give them that level of confidence, giving them that level of a kind of a goal which is synonymous with the goals of the organization. In all this particular kind of a dialogue, in preparing the kind of a plan like this, the role of HR executives, the role of HR personnel becomes that much so difficult, so critical and so very useful. So I commend the Telangana Federation of Chamber of Commerce for organizing this, and as Mr. Ravi pointed out, the last 6 years they have been giving prizes like this. I congratulate all the prize winners who are going to get the prizes now. But I also wish, as a benchmark, that for Telangana state to excel, to create more and more employment opportunities, we take this competition in the right spirit. And as he himself pointed out, it's becoming very difficult for the members of the jury to decide. We must excel and we must bring that kind of a transformation that everybody in every organization should not only look at the kind of a pay structure, but look at this kind of a empathy factor which exists in that organization and how they all combine to make it into an extraordinary kind of a team. We have seen how companies have prospered when they had enlightened leadership from a very, very dynamic chairman or a managing director, and how subsequently the same companies have gone into a kind of a toss because of lack of that same kind of a perseverance or that kind of a vision. So I really wish that every establishment, especially in Telangana, it grows from strength to strength, and each one of you who represent these enterprises who are all here, may you have all the strength and may you all have the kind of a commitment and may you receive the kind of attention that is required from your top management, your board, and see that you take the industries forward. There are huge number of talented youth in the society. They are extremely knowledgeable, extremely impatient that they're not getting the kind of opportunities that they deserve. But what I find when we interact with the young elements is that sometimes their own ethical moorings are somewhat in short supply. So that's where we all have to work more and see that we are ethically on sound lines so that the industry prospers and the entire economy grows. I'm always delighted to be in this kind of gathering, and so when Srimati Shanti and Ravi came over and requested me to come over and spend some time, I was extremely happy. I was also happy that I could sit through Pradeep's presentation. I have not seen him off the screen. The first time I've seen him off the screen at his best. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your address. And before we proceed to invite our chief guest to address the gathering, I request the guests of honor and the other guests on the dais to please release a report that is made on the basis of the nominations that we received for HR awards, and prepared a report by Serve HR, our knowledge partner for these awards. And now I invite Mr. Kalyan, the founder of Serve HR, to please give a brief of the highlights of the report.
A very good evening. A warm welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais. Sri L.V. Subramanian Garu, Sri Vamshi Garu, Ashwat Saidal Garu, President FTCCI, Sri Ravi Kumar Garu, and our chairman Sanjay Garu and Pradeep Garu. So I'm Kalyan Duva. I'm the founder director of Serve HR Solutions. We help mid-sized companies in setting up HR departments, operationalizing and integrating with technology. We are a 10-year-old company. In last 10 years, we have helped 130 plus companies in setting up HR departments and managing. It's an honor to be part of FTCCI HR Excellence Awards. We are proud to have been partnered with FTCCI for last 6 years. This is the 6th edition what we have started. I thank FTCCI office bearers, HR and IR committee for giving us this opportunity. Now let's take a moment to congratulate and celebrate the organizations who have been recognized for today. It's not only about their achievement as a winner, but it is also about setting a benchmark in HR best practices and in HR excellence. I'm sure their best practices would inspire many other organizations and industry to adapt those practices and optimize HR excellence or HR efficiency in those organizations. As most of you might be aware, this has been a long process of us where we have it took about 180 hours to administer this entire process, from calling of nominations to finalizing the winners. So we have categorized in 2 segments, small and medium. In each segment, we have 5 categories of awards, which have been categorized into specific interventions like talent management, performance management system, L&D, employee engagement, and technology. And further to recognize and encourage individual performers, we have HR managers and head HR awards. So as I said, it's about 180 hours of administrative effort what we have kept in, with the comprising team of HR IR committee, a jury of 14 members, industry experts and academicians. The entire analysis has been done on 36 metrics, where all the interventions have been evaluated on the micro aspect of every best practice. This report is one of the objectives of 6th Excellence edition of 6th Excellence Awards, where the report would stand as a benchmark for the total industry, that how the best practices can be evolved and improved. So I would take you through all on this brief points, intervention-wise, so that it gives a focus to all of you to move forward on the best practices. I would start with talent acquisition. As we all know, it's not just about filling a seat, but it's about finding the right fit. The top trends in talent acquisition is the new hiring attrition has been reduced considerably. If we compare the year 23 to 24, we see that there has been a variation of 3% in the attrition. So we have to congratulate and appreciate the participating companies as a sample that the new hire in the first 1 month to 6 months, there has been a considerable reduction. So onboarding isn't on a one-day affair, it's a long game. A smoother welcome equals a longer stay. The next trend on talent acquisition is, we have also has been observed that there has been an enhancement on hiring cost. In other words, the companies have doubled their budgets in hiring costs, which is one of the important aspects what we have been seeing in the industry on increasing the total cost of hire. Yes, the cost is more, but so does it cost twice hiring the wrong person. Now I move to on the selection matrix aspect. So what's your hiring ratio on selection matrix? We have some good facts to be looked at. It has been observed that small and medium-sized organizations hire 1 candidate out of every 4 candidates who undergoes the selection. Whereas in large organizations, it is 1 out of 7 candidates. So these are the candidates who come to the final lead of the selection matrix. So to say, big fish swim in bigger ponds, but that also means more resumes and fewer catches. This is something I would like to bring forward along in front of you, the key data point for organizations. One of the new source evolved for hiring, social media. Social media recruitment now found to be a key hiring channel, or a data which we all have been watching out for. With 40% of the hires in small and medium size are hiring from social media, whereas 55% are from large organization. Lutz social media proves to be one of the hiring source. So it's evident that if your job post is not on social media, your sourcing haven't been begun yet. Now let's look at what your turnaround time to hire anyone in your organization. Here are the facts for you to fill the vacancies. Junior level positions, it's about 18 days in small and medium organization. 18 days in small and medium organizations and 40 days in large organization. Mid-level positions, 45 days in small and medium organizations and 70 days in the large organization. Leadership roles, 65 days in small and medium organizations and 80 days in the large organizations. So roles and positions aren't filled, they are hunted. And hunting takes time. So now I'll move to the next intervention. Learning and development, key intervention for competency enhancement and upskill. It is observed that 30% of hiring initiatives are dedicated to behavioral improvements and 70% are conducted for functional training, operational effectiveness and technical skills. Train someone to code and operate the machinery and also train, short, 5 minutes. And also train them to not to yell in the meetings. So every training is important. As we have the time stays, I will move a bit faster. So that's on the training percentile. Employees in small and medium organizations receive an average of 60 hours of training per year, whereas employees in large organizations undergo 90 hours of training annually. Every training is a brick and it's in your competitive edge. The average training cost per year in small and medium organizations is 13,500 and in large is 18,000. Bidder wallets, bidder training agendas and bidder outcomes. Now let's move to performance management system trends. It has also been encouraging to say that the forced attrition through performance management has been reduced to a considerable extent. If we see, there has been a difference of 3 years compared to the 23 to 24. And this is because of the kind of efforts has been kept by the HR team. So firefighting is out and coaching is in. So now how much time you are put in to administer your PMS process? In small and medium, it's about 57 man days, and in the large organizations, about 215 man days. So organizations need more data and it takes more time and patience. It is also revealed that what is the attrition because of the PIP at the top performance. It is about 8% in small organizations and about 4% in mid-sized organizations. They don't leave for money, they leave when they are not challenged. I move to the next intervention, employee engagement. It is also encouraging to say that there has been an increase in the participating ratio of employee engagements, about 3% when we compare to the 2 years. Overall, there have been 19 engagement activities which have been conducted in the small and medium segment and about 43 engagement activities in the large organizations. And coming to the total number of hours, in small it is about 100 hours and about 11,000 per employee cost, and about 80 hours in large and 16,500 is the cost which has been spent. Engagement cost is less than the replacement, so that has to be something to be watched out for. And it is also evident, which we want to bring it to your notice, that the data which reveals that there has been a persistent challenge which organization is facing on the uninformed absenteeism or due to engagement is about 13% in the large organizations and 8% in the small and medium organizations. This is a data something which we have to look out for, because the quieter the exit, the bigger the culture and red flag. Now I move to the last lead, which is HR technology. One thing we have observed that now HR technology adaptation has become a normal routine in the day-to-day work life of HR, which has also given rise to the data aspects or data reports. So it has been found that small and medium organizations are generating 8 reports per month through HR technology, and large organizations are generating about 25 reports per month. So if the data is the new oil, HR has learned to drill the soil. That's how I would like to put forward. There have been many other points which is available in the elaborative and comprehensive report what we have generated. I would like to appreciate and thank the participant based in whom we could generate and analyze this data and bring forward to all of you. I'm sure this data would give a lot of value add to the lot of HR departments in small and medium to the large organizations to adapt and optimize their HR efficiency. I thank you once again for this opportunity. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Shri Gaddam Vamsi Krishna Garu, Joint Managing Director of Visakha Industries and Member of Parliament, Peddapalli, to please address the gathering.
Thank you so much to Ravi Garu, first off, to get the thought of having me at your event, Andy, because to be very honest, it's been a very long time since I attended any corporate event. I've drawn away to the political space. So thank you to the Chamber, Telangana Chamber of Commerce, and Kalyan Garu, Suresh Garu, Subramaniam Garu, Pradeep Garu, and Sanjay Garu. Very happy to share the dais with you all, and very thoughtful points what Subramaniam Garu shared about Ramayana. I was just sharing with him, I am also a student of Sanskrit. I try to read and learn what are Vedas and Upanishads. There's a lot of story there, so a lot to learn there. So I'm at the very beginning stages, sir, but I'm trying to learn. I feel that we would be too egoistic to think that we are the smartest generation or the smartest in our history of humankind. I think there's a lot to learn in terms of what transpired, and if we can adopt some practices from what was, our life would be way ahead in terms of what we are trying to do. So coming to the topic of HR, I think very happy to be part of this conclave, because HR, I think, is very close to my heart. I started off my my entrepreneurial journey almost about 15 years ago now. I got a very good opportunity to study at good places. I was very blessed to have a good beginning in terms of education and in terms of work experience. I did a small internship at Pennar Industries also. I was there for a year just to understand how it is to work on the shop floor, how it is to work in an outside enterprise. And then I joined my family business, Visakha Industries. That was almost about 30 years old at that time, the company. And I was very new, I was very fresh in terms of my thoughts, in terms of my ideas. I was hardly 21 years old at that time. And the energy and the I should say the josh to do something new, something different is, I think, something that we lose as we work. So I think I've totally lost it, to be very honest, and that's why I've moved on to the next journey of my life. But what I mean by that is the ideas that we have in terms of trying to change the world, trying to change our organization, and then the motivation that we have is at peaks when you join somewhere afresh. And I felt that when I joined my company, and I really wanted to do a lot of transformative things. I invited my HR also to be part of this conclave, so that I can pick his brains after this conclave. Already in your presentation, you said that the time frames required for each position. So I asked him to make a note of that, because we have a constant challenge in terms of hiring good talent. And I'm sure all of you are facing that as well, because my analysis on this is the talent pool has increased so much today. The opportunities have increased so much today. But the specific skill set required for what you are looking for is harder to find, just because there are so many more people and so many more options available. So I really feel that HR job today, or going forward, the HR department is really going to be the heart of the company in terms of who you're bringing in. So I had the opportunity to work on a couple of startups in my time, and I worked on an electric bike startup, and I worked on a solar roof, the first of its kind in the country. Got a patent for that in the US against Elon Musk's Tesla tile. So I'm very proud of that and very happy to share that. And why I'm sharing that with you is one of the biggest challenges that I had at that time was I am not from the solar industry, but I was trying to develop something to challenge the solar industry. And the challenge was to interact with people from the solar industry. And every time I tried to do that, I would always get a no from them, from the industry, saying, no, you can't develop a product like this. No, this is ridiculous. You don't know what you're talking about. And I quite literally, I went back to my engineering books. I don't even think I studied that hard in my undergraduation. But I went back. I got nightmares that my competitor has launched a similar product before I could launch my product. So that was literally what was going through my mind, and I had to go through the learning process again. And why I'm sharing this with a team of talent, the HR thoughts in the mind, is because you really have to spend somewhere. You have to spend in hiring the right talent, or you have to spend in developing the right talent. And I always feel that developing talent is way more bankable than hiring or getting out, because I think one of the biggest challenges in terms of saying, do you have to hire out or do you have to develop in-house, is always a question that all of us go through in terms of running companies or our teams. And in my experience of the last 15 years, I've noticed that the passion really comes from people who have been with you, who have seen you from the beginning, and who've stuck on. Quite often what happens is, I know we make the mistake of rehiring somebody at a higher cost than valuing somebody who's within the company. And I think that's a challenge that we all have to take tough decisions in terms of how we nurture our talent. I noticed in your catalog, the SERV catalog, where you said we spend so much, 5% on training and development. And I noticed that, traditional companies, I have been lucky to work in the both traditional setup and in the startup space. So traditional setup is more of saying that is not my area of expertise, or that is not my department, so why should I do it? And startup, as you all know, I think it's, everything is your responsibility, right? You wear all the hats the company can, and I think that is something that we need to nurture. I think you've seen most of the eminent leaders across the globe also say that your team should essentially be ready to do anything, right? Run your team as a startup team where it can really take on any role. And I think that is what we are also trying to do in our organization. We actively try to retain the spirit of being new, being young in thought, in terms of saying, don't accept the norms. So one of the major things that I keep trying to push in our organization also is, how can we do something different than what we've done last year? How can we do something different? Now different has a very interesting understanding, because you don't have to do something different just to be different also. Quite often in innovation, I keep talking about it, you don't have to innovate just because you feel that you need to be an innovator. If something's working good, something's working great, you don't need to touch it, you don't need to make a mess of it. And that's what we try to track in terms of how we run our teams. And I have to say, we are guilty of not developing enough talent in-house also. It's a constant challenge. And just a couple of thoughts in terms of what we try to do in our organization also is try to have proactive thinkers in our teams, try to have some creative thinkers in our team, and try to have some people who are just going with the flow. So you have a good balance of creating a good team where they stick with you for the long run. And that's another interesting thought. I think I miss seeing that in your note. If the average age or average time that a person spends in a job today, I think it's around 2.5, 3 years? Around 2.5, 3 years. And in our traditional setup, where my father, Vivek Garu, he started the company, people have been there with him for 40 years. People have been there with him it's been their first and last job. And people always tell me in our company saying, I should develop a team. Or my father is very particular about that. He says, you should develop a team who trusts in you, who believes in you, and also who will stay with you for the long run, right? So not just 2-3 years, but plan for the next 30 years. And I think this is a great time in terms of accepting a challenge also like that, because we know today the average, even Subramaniam Garu was saying, the instant gratification, the instant, I worked hard in the morning, I went to the gym for 2 hours, why didn't I lose weight by evening, right? I mean, typical, what is the generation? Millennial, Gen Z thought process, and really that's how our work ethic is turning. So how can we attract such talent and retain such talent? So one of the important things that I keep trying to think about is how can I keep engaging my team to believe in the goal that we are setting, to believe in the targets that we are setting, and to be with us. Because quite often, I know you said people don't leave for salary, but today we're seeing a lot of it change. And the only thing that will stand against the salary motive, which I've seen, is the attachment that we can have in terms of a personal connect, right? Maybe as HR, I think HR plays a huge role in this in terms of being a catalyst, in terms of how we can help the management retain a good team to achieve the goals that we set as a company. And another interesting thing that I have pushed in my organization is the whole KRAs, KPIs. It took me almost, I think, 3 years to get a good KRA, KPI setup done in my organization. And I have to tell you, I'm very proud of establishing that setup, because we did it in-house. We went through the grind. We really went through. We did adopt good amount of AI tools in terms of the, in the process of enabling the KRIs set up, and even the PIPs. I think a very healthy way to, how do I best put it, ask people who are not as passionate as you are to leave the company also is a tough choice, but it's an inevitable one if you want to be here for the long run. And also work on getting a good execution team. I think each of us need to really think, are we having teammates who are just coming to work for the heck of it, or are they really passionate about what they do? And I think that is one of my greatest experiences in doing the number of interviews that we've done for our startups or for our traditional companies, is trying to find what each person is passionate about and how to use that passion for the benefit of your company or for the benefit of your goal. And really speaking, it's really amazing to interact and see what fits for your company. So what we've noticed has, in terms of the success for our company, was try to find the guys who are really trying to do something different in terms of their regular job, right? Instead of seeing how much work experience they have. So I've even hired college students without any degrees in some positions, just because of the passion and drive they have. Maybe not for specific technical jobs, of course, but definitely for the passion and drive that they have in terms of the way they work. And another last point, I don't want to bore everybody. I think you guys had a very long day in terms of having good speakers. I was just reading your speakers. But trying to do a good SWOT analysis. I remember when I got first exposed to SWOT analysis when I was in school, I would think, oh, it's only for a business or it's only for a product idea. But I think almost about 8 years ago, I started doing SWOT analysis on myself. And this has been, I think, life-changing for me in terms of how each of us can use this simple tool of SWOT analysis for ourselves, individuals. I do it for myself, I do it for my family, and then I do it for my teams at office, at work, at my startups, and also for the company. The company is last, actually. I do SWOT anyway for the businesses and the products that we have, but I think this has been life-changing for me in terms of doing SWOT analysis for myself. How can I improve? How can I upgrade? How can I help my team upgrade? And that's been, I think, very, very interesting in terms of the experience that we've had. And all in all, I think I'm very happy to be part of this. I really wish I could have spent more time. And I think in my new job of politics, I'd really like to talk a lot once I get a chance at the mic, but I don't want to bore all of you. But thank you so much for this opportunity, Ravi Garu. Thank you.
I would like to call on the dais Dr. Kiranmayi Dutt Pendyala. She is a board member of United Way, Hyderabad, and a member of jury. And request to please come out to the dais, madam, and receive the memento. And now I invite Mr. Ramesh Mantana, Vice President HR and Operations, Evoke Technologies Private Limited, to please come on to the dais, sir, and receive the token of appreciation. Now I invite Shri K.L.N. Murthy Garu to receive the memento on behalf of Shri S. Padmanabhan Garu. From MLN Laboratories. MSL. I invite Sri A. Lakshmi Narayana Garu, Senior Vice President HR of Natco Pharma Limited, to please come out to the dais, sir, and receive the memento. Sri N.S. Srinivas Garu, Executive Vice President, Human Resources, Orient Cement Limited. I invite Sri R. Durga Prasad Garu, Chief Consultant of RDP and Associates, to please come out to the dais, sir. I invite Shri Arvind Mathur Garu, Senior Director, Head Global People Operations, Corporate Affairs and Global Mobility, Sayant. I invite Sri Ramchandra Rao Garu, SV, Managing Director of HR Chambers Outsourcing Private Limited, to please come out to the dais, sir. I invite Sri Suresh Vakalagata Garu, Vice President HR of Metal Craft Limited, to please come out to the dais, sir. And now I invite Sri K. Veera Raghavareddy Garu, COO of HR Chambers Outsourcing Private Limited, to please receive the memento, sir. I invite Sri Govind G. Rai Garu, Senior Vice President HR of AGI Green Pack Limited, to please come out to the dais. Please give a big round of applause. They are responsible for your awards. And I invite all the jury members to please come on to the dais for a group photo. Please come on to the dais, sir. Presentation of awards to the winners of various categories. Okay.
Guest of honor and OBs and chair present the trophy and citation to the award winners. May I request award winners? The winner in the category of talent acquisition and management under large scale industries, Greenco Energies Private Limited. I invite Mr. Raghavendra, General Manager, and Mr. Man Bahadur, Assistant General Manager, to come forward and receive the award. Big round of applause, please. The next category of talent acquisition and management under small and medium scale industry is Balaji Railroad System Private Limited. I invite Mr. Rajesh Korumilli, Deputy Manager HR Admin, and Ms. Deepika Bharani, Assistant Manager HR, to come forward and receive the award. The next category of learning and development in large scale industry is Epitoria Pharma Private Limited. I invite Dr. UNB Raju, Senior Vice President Corporate HR, Mr. Chaduve, Head LLC, TMOD Corporate HR, and Ms. Aparna Pavaskar to come forward and receive the award. The winner in the category of learning and development in small and medium scale industry is Balaji Railroad Systems Private Limited. I invite Ms. Vani Soma, Head HR and Admin, and Mr. Mahendranath Bandari, Manager HR, to come forward and receive the award. The next category of performance management review process in large scale industries, Nava Limited. I invite Mr. A. Srinivas Reddy, DGM HR and Admin, and Mr. Ganapati AGM HR to come forward and receive the award. The next category is performance management review process in small and medium scale industry. The winner is Tata Consumer Products Limited. I invite Mr. SHN Kodeshwar Rao, Manager HR, Mr. M. Pandyarajan, Senior Officer HR, and Mr. Sudhakar Reddy, Maintenance Manager, to come forward and receive the award. The next category is employee engagement strategy in large scale industry is the Sirpur Paper Mill Limited. I invite Mr. M.S. Giri, GM HR and IR, and Mr. Nagaraju M, Chief Manager HR, to come forward and receive the awards. The next category of employee engagement strategy in small and medium scale industry is Computer Share Business Support Service Private Limited. I invite Ms. Kriti Ved, Employee Relations Manager, and Akhil Memon to come forward and receive the award. The next category of HR technology in large scale industry is TechWave Consulting India Private Limited. I invite Ms. Sakshi Pal, Director HR, and Mr. Sirikonda Ravikumar, HR Manager, to come forward and receive the award. The next category is HR technology in small and medium scale industry. The winner is Maitri Drugs Private Limited. I invite Mr. C. Nagarjun, Director HR, Mr. Srinivas Reddy, Lead HR, and Mr. Nagarake, Senior Manager IT, to come forward and receive the award. The next category is Head HR. The winner is Mr. Arshadip Karbanda, Head of People, Computer Share Business Support Service Private Limited. I invite Mr. Arshadip to come forward and receive the award. The next category is Manager HR. The award winner is Ms. Purnima Dandu, Manager HR, TechWave Consulting India Private Limited. I invite Ms. Purnima Dandu to come forward and receive the award. Big round of applause, please. And we are pleased to announce a special jury appreciation award for their considerable achievements in category of Manager HR. We are pleased to invite Ms. Soumya Sharma, Senior HR Manager, Patensu Biotechnologies, to come forward and receive the award. Congratulations to all the winners of the FTCCI HR Awards 2024. Your achievements reflect the highlights, standards of innovation and best practices in human resources. We are truly honored to celebrate your contributions today. We are also pleased to present certificate of recognition to applicants who demonstrated excellence during the jury assessment process. These certificates can be collected at the registration desk at the end of the program. Thank you all for being part of celebrations of HR excellence. Mr. Meela Sanjay Garu, Chairman of HR and IR Committee, please propose the vote of thanks. May I request guest please sit, sir. 5 minutes. We are closing. Sanjay sir, please propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and HR fraternity. As we conclude the remarkable day celebrating innovation and excellence in human resources and third HR conclave and the 6th edition of FTCCI HR Awards, it is my honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Federation. First and foremost, hearty congratulations to all the award winners. Round of applause for everyone again. Your achievements are a reflection of forward-thinking, people-centric strategies that drive organizational success. To all the nominees, your participation and initiatives continues to inspire the HR committee. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our Chief Guest, Mr. Vamshi Garu, Honorable Member of Parliament, Peddapalli, and our Guest of Honor, Sri L.V. Subramaniam Garu, IAS, former Chief Secretary, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for their gracious presence and inspiring address. A special thank you to Mr. Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy Garu, Founder Chairman of Scient and Board Member, for delivering a thought-provoking keynote address in the morning. We're grateful to all our distinguished speakers, Mr. Kiran Voleti, Dr. V.N. Kantarao Garu, and Mr. K.V. Pradeep, for sharing invaluable insights and elevating the quality of our discussions at the conclave. Our deep appreciation goes to the jury members for their dedication and impartial evaluation, helping us recognize the true excellence in HR awards. We sincerely thank our sponsors for their great generous support: Wealth First FinServe LLP, Balaji Railroad Systems Private Limited, TechWave Consulting Private Limited, and Maruti Suzuki. Your belief in our vision and continued commitment to the HR ecosystem made us a grand success. We also thank our knowledge partner, Serve HR, for enriching the program with thought and continued support. To our FTCCI leadership, the President Sir, Senior VP, Vice President, Past President, and the Managing Committee members, thank you for your presence and continuous support. To all the HR and IR committee members, your commitment and collaboration have truly brought the event to life. A warm thank you to all the participants, awardees, and guests for being part of this meaningful celebration. And finally, thanks to our FTCCI Secretariat, all the team that's standing over here and madam behind me. They've really put in all the work. They've worked hard for the last couple of months. They've, I think, made us show really, really well and made it a grand success. With this, we bring today's program to close. We now invite you to join us for high tea.
Actually, we left out with one important thing, that is honoring our guests. So I request our office bearers. Yeah, in all the excitement, we are forgetting the important things. I request our President Garu to please present a memento and also the plant to our chief guest. Thank you so much, Vamsi Krishna Garu, for your presence and gracing the occasion. And now I request our office bearers to present a memento and plant to our guest of honor, Sri L.V. Subramaniam Garu, IAS retired and former Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh. and request them to present a memento and plant to our excellent speaker, Shri Pradeep Garu, film actor, producer and director, and most importantly, motivational speaker, and who excited all the audience for 1 hour. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And for all of you, please give a big round of applause for yourself, not for us. You please give a big round of applause for yourself for making the event such a grand success. And we had an excellent topic since morning, and I thank our guest of honor and our chief guest and Pradeep Garu and our office bearers for their, and all our committee members. Thank you so much. Please come on to the dais, award winners, all the award winners. With your award. Come.
Some people can sit and some can stand, I think.
Mr. Kalyan Guvagaru, Service Solutions Private Limited, please collect the memento as partner. He is the knowledge partner of our FTCCI HR Awards. I request the participants big round of applause. A big thanks to everyone. Secretariat team, FTCCI Secretariat team, please come on to the dais for a group photo.